Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Is the connection back? Anyway, The Flash, Barry Allen, Zoom. What a character! Fantastic. Who's the other speed demon? That's actually Barry Allen in the future. What's his name? Stratus or something? Strada. Unbelievable. Speed on that, not even a millisecond. But I'll tell you, once you get past the cheesiness of the Flash, it's actually a very good show. They've done it well. They've been consistent. They've stayed true to the character. Um, you actually get to like the side characters after a while. I wasn't sure at first, like Cisco. I wasn't sure. It was annoying. What's her name? Kirsty, Katie, Frost, Snow. She turned into Frost. Uh, she was okay. She was okay. She was redeeming. HR, I do like HR. All versions of him, they've been fantastic. Great show. I would like to see Batman in it at some point. I would like to see that as they did it in the movie. The movie hasn't really got nothing on the TV show. It's a good TV show. I need to see Smallville. I need to see the Superman Lois. Someone actually said the Arrow is the best one, which doesn't interest me at all because I didn't like. I don't even like it with the Arrow. That's why you just sitting there with your face on the thing for like that, and then you freeze like a deer.
Fuck's sake.
Instead of moving swift and quick, she just freezes like, is that me?
Don't mind me just crawling around in my hand.
And all you can see is the
Picking up
glasses and the
toys on the floor.
glasses on the forehead. You're better off standing up walking.
I'm picking toys up off the floor.
But yeah, Barry Allen, The Flash. Becky as well, Becky Harder. We gotta watch Becky Harder. Gotta start watching that. I need to start from the beginning again. Not from the beginning, second nap. And after Becky, I'm hoping that Invincibles. It starts this month, doesn't it? I'm sure it does. And The Boys is The Boys next month. I think The Boys is next month. It's the last series of The Boys. Damn shame. Wicked TV show, but it's the last one. It looks good because Butcher's got powers, and Butcher's gonna go against Homelander. By the way, Homelander, there's a thing that's been going on the internet. Chaos. Is it Chaos? Is that my man's name from Invincible? Against Homelander, they say that my man will smash up Homelander, and he would also mash up Superman, and he'd also mash up Omni Man. For me, it can only be Superman, isn't it? Superman is the be all and end all of all the superheroes. He's not my favorite, but I understand that he is the best. He is in my Mount Rushmore of superheroes. However, yeah, Superman ain't getting mashed up by Chaos or by Omni Man. Superman's mashing all of these man, and the Earth regenerates Superman one time. So I don't understand where people think Chaos, my man, will mash up Superman like that. He might be able to get away with that. I don't think he'll mash up Omni Man like that, to be fair. He's strong. He's strong, but Mark handled him. Mark handled him. When it comes to Mark and his girl, Mark handled him nicely with the headbutts. Bah, bah. So I will say Superman for me is, yeah, he's the ultimate. Not my favourite, but the ultimate. Definitely top 10, definitely top 5, I'd say. But obviously, you got your Wolverine, your Incredible Hulk, your Spider-Man, your Batman. So yeah, actually, yeah, no, Superman is in my top 5 because there's Wolverine, Spider-Man, Batman, Hulk, Superman. That's the 5. That's my 5. That's my Mount Rushmore. I think Mount Rushmore was 4, but that's my 5. That is definitely my 5. Honorable mention: Benjamin Grimm. Got to give. I love the thing, but he doesn't get no accolades like he really deserves. I'll tell you who's grown on me. Deadpool. You know what? I got to put Blade in there for my honorary. Blade. Just for the movies. Just for the 2 movies. You got to give it him. You've got to give it him because he kickstarted the whole thing. And it was a strong start. And it still stands up to date. So yeah, you got to give it Blade. But anyway, enough of that. Let's talk football. Let's get cracking. So Arsenal have been given a favourable draw. We are playing. Who is it? Port Vale next round? No, sorry, Port Vale. Southampton away. Uh, we should know we are going to win, but let's not be cocky. We should win, and hopefully, again, we get blessed, and hopefully, there is a bit of corruption in the game where for um they let us play the win. Well, Leeds. Let's say Leeds win. They let us play Leeds, and they let Man City play Chelsea, and Man City will beat Chelsea, and it will be an Arsenal City final again. That is what I hope for, just so we can prove to everyone. I mean, I'd rather have Port Vale in the final. I'm not gonna lie, but it looks like it's gonna be a City. But I'd rather, if it's gonna be that way, it's gonna be that way. So let the story be Arsenal City season, and we're gonna show everyone
Come
what go on. What do you think? Do you think we can
on.
beat them in all four comps?
My life. Direct.
Yeah, yeah.
Direct. Oh my god. So I'm in the car right now. No, I'm just hearing to pick up bits and pieces of what you're saying. I agree with you. I think we can do it all, but I I don't want to talk about the cups. I think let the fairy tale be the fairy tale. If it's not Arsenal or City winning it, I want to see one of these lower league teams win it, like a true old fairy tale
That's
side.
not gonna happen, though, is it?
Let me finish. However, we're in the results business. I need to see Liverpool pound on City. I need to see us pound on Liverpool in the semis, and let's have a nice drunk day at the final. That's what I want. That's what I
I
want.
don't.
I don't think it's
What
gonna
you
happen
want?
though.
What you wanna? You think Liverpool's gonna beat City, and then
No,
Arsenal's
at
gonna
least
beat Liverpool? You know we ain't beat
this is
Liverpool
all
once this season.
this is all live and direct. You know that, so you can go back and hear what I said. I said I want this. I didn't say I think this would happen. I think City are gonna win it.
Yeah, I know what you said.
I,
You said you won, but I'm
I
saying
reckon.
to you, you think we can beat Liverpool,
I mean, it's a numbers game, right? We've had them 3 times this season, or twice this season. Sorry,
and
isn't
what's the
it?
results been?
1-0 on 0-0, 1-0 on
Exactly.
1.
We
Yeah,
can't beat
that's fine.
Liverpool.
I mean,
I don't think we can. I think styles make fights at this point this season,
absolutely,
especially this season, and I
absolutely.
think they can beat us.
Of course you can. Anyone can beat us. It's
Well,
football.
no, that's not what I want to
It's
hear, bro.
football. It's football. Anyone can beat anyone.
No, but you know what I mean. I think they've got our number. I think
You
Arne
think they've got
Slot
another?
might have Arteta's number. There's always
I
a few
don't.
managers that have Arteta's number, like Eddie Howe and Unai.
And I don't think that's not a slot thing. I think that's a Liverpool player thing. I reckon Liverpool players have gone, nah, we're not having it. Not from you, man. So every time, I personally think Liverpool up the gears at Arsenal. They did it at City
They
with.
all up their gears against Arsenal.
Yeah, I know, but like Liverpool,
Like stop the
let's
stars coming out saying, "Oh,
let's.
they think they're champions." No, not once has
Nah, yeah,
any Arsenal player, not once has anyone from the Arsenal camp come out and said, "Yeah, we're champions."
no, but
Arsenal
when
fans
Sobers,
and the media might have said that.
when Sobers said that, he come out and said, "No, remember, they play the champions on this day." That was pure cope because I've never heard any champion player say that, let alone a
Hey,
champion player who is in fifth or sixth place in that moment. Do you
what
know
you
what I
saying,
mean?
Jordan Boy? I've never heard that either.
I've never heard it at all. I was like, this is just pure cope. But like I said, yeah, we can't look at it and say, oh, yeah, we've not beaten them this year. It's football. It's football. Things change all of a sudden. That this is why I won't jump on the bandwagon of bullying Chelsea 24/7 because there will come a
Why
point.
not?
Like, listen to me, like Wayne Bridge in 2004, where we always beat these man. It will come to the most clutch moment and we'll lose it, and that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I
That's
hear
not
you. I hear you. I hear you. No, I
that's
hear you.
not a button. That's just like it's gonna come to an end at some point. Like the
It has
49
to. It
games.
has like the
Doesn't
same
matter
way we
how
was being against the top six.
exactly, it's going to come to an end at some point, and that's not
It
even.
has
And
to.
people can attack you, say, "No, you're not confident. You're not backing your team." I am, but I'm just realistic to know that nothing lasts forever. So again, Liverpool in the final is not a bad thing. However, let's be real. This season is the season of Arsenal being chased by City. Let's have an Arsenal City final. Let's have it out. Heavyweight for heavyweight, slog for slog. Let's go.
I think that's what it's going to be.
It's a draw. You don't know what comes out the hat, but I think that's the most. Let's talk about neutrals and finals and this, that, and the other, and spectacles. anyone says that Arsenal are boring, Arsenal are this, Arsenal are that, and you don't want them in the final, you're just hating at this point. Because by
What? What?
rights now, Liverpool and City, one's going home. So ideally, the neutral final should be a pure championship final or an
When is
Arsenal
that
City
game? When is
final.
that game, by the way?
Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
I don't know. We should
Is it
ask
after
United
the
fans.
Carabao Cup? Is it after the Carabao Cup final?
United fans keep telling us when all these games are and that because they're always on holiday. I don't know. But on a serious note, yeah, it is after the 22nd. I think it could be the 29th, 20th, 29th.
Okay.
I can't even leave it. I can't even check because I'm on the stream. If I come off it, it'll cut me out.
So if we beat them, well, if we beat them, their quadruple's over.
If we beat who? City, sorry.
Yeah, then the quadruple's obviously over, and vice versa if they beat us. So
Let's
that's going
slow
to be the
down
start.
because it's not about us and them. Obviously, Liverpool can end the
It
dream
is
as well
about
for
us
them.
and them. But look,
No,
listen,
no, but what I'm saying,
let's cut the crap.
quadruple dream. Liverpool can end that dream for City, is what I'm saying.
No, but we can end that dream first if we beat them on the 22nd.
True. And they can also end our dream as well on the 22nd.
Exactly.
This
It's a shame we had to get City, really. Like, I don't know why we couldn't be fortunate how Liverpool were last year because they were super fortunate and they just got the rub of the green. I mean, they lost to Plymouth, which was obviously on them, but if in the terms of the league, it was easy. It was plain sailing. What are you saying, JBRS? Where you been, bro? Where you been? What's happening to our sport? Yeah, look, listen, children, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say what Arsenal are doing is beautiful football and doing the game a service. We're doing a disservice in terms of stylistically. In terms of style, it's yeah, it's horrible. It is horrible to watch. But it is about results and it's about Arsenal getting it over the line. And we haven't done that for 22 years. We've done it for 6 years in a cup. And we've never done it in the Champions League. So it is about just getting over the line by any means necessary, whether it's aesthetically pleasing or not. I do believe that if we do win the league this season, next season you will see swashbuckling football. I do believe that. Or at least more expansive. I'm not going to come out and say it's going to be tick-tacky because it won't. Arteta's just not that way inclined. He never was that way inclined, even as a player. He was safety first. And especially in his latter years as a player, he was safety first. If you want it, cool. I'm pissed, but my love for the sport goes and goes every year now. Yeah, it's also because you're getting older, Jordan, which they don't really. Uh, no one prepares you for loving a sport as an older person, like growing up from a kid and then still loving it as an adult. No one prepares you for the change because you've got to remember as a kid, you idolize players. Then you get to a certain age where you're the same age as the player. Then it gets to a point where you're the same age as the managers, and then you're older than the managers now. In my case, because they're getting younger and younger, and you just got to find different ways. Like I don't idolize no Arsenal player. But like I fell in love with Ian Wright. I fell in love with Henri. I fell in love with Patrick Vieira. I fell in love with Anelka. Fell in love with Ronaldo. So now you look at it from a different guise. That love is gone, but you've grown up with the game, so you understand. Oh, I don't have to idolize this person. I respect this person. I respect what they do. But you can also be critical now in today's day and age. You could be critical back in the day. But I agree with you. Football is it is in because there's nothing exciting. That's why when we see Max Diamond or Rio or even a Yamal, it's hypeable stuff, over the top excitement, rather than letting them breathe and letting these players develop. Social media doesn't help because it's there. Like we've got 15-year-olds now, 16-year-olds playing FA Cup, and just watching Max Diamond play. gliding like how they would back in the day, how a lot of players would move back in the day. Not it wouldn't be a 1 out of 100, it would be 80 out of 100 that plays sick. And we've lost that. Like obviously there's levels to it, but there was things like Georgie King Clancy. He wasn't a massive player, but he was a great player. Do you know what I'm saying? Carboni, Di Canio, good players. Not that, but in today's day and age, these men might be world class, is what I'm saying. They could be. That's the levels. The levels are not too high. Obviously, you've got your Jude Bellinghams who are fantastic and they can play in any era. Jude could play with Patrick Vieira and he wouldn't miss a beat. He could play with Steven Gerrard, wouldn't miss a beat. So yeah, you got players like Cole Palmer. I'd put him in there, even though he's been pants this season. But Cole Palmer is a special talent. He actually needs to leave Chelsea if he wants to develop. That's his issue. What have we got here? I saw it already in Neymar. Neymar died down quicker than Messi. And Neymar is true. True. But Neymar, if we're going to be honest, I think Neymar is probably the last of a dying breed, or if not the last of a dying breed, he is definitely the bridge between modern football and football of yesteryear. He's that bridge, I'd say maybe, because he was flair, he was free, but he epitomised a lot of the modern shortcomings or the modern day trimmings. Not I shouldn't say shortcomings because that is giving him a disservice. But you're right, he didn't max out potential, and a lot of people, a lot of players are not maxing that potential nowadays. But the game's also changed. So Michael Owen wasn't wrong when he said what he said all those years ago. When he said, "You just got to be an athlete." And it's all about numbers. It's not about how good you are on the ball. Like, there's no. See, Berbatov. Berbatov wasn't even considered world class, but he was. He wasn't even considered world class. He was just considered a very, very good player because you had other bad men ahead of him. You see, Berbatov, if he played today, people would say that's the greatest player we've ever seen. The kids will be saying that because not only did he have flair and style, he had substance with his finishing, his assists. So he could do it all. He could do the stylistic and the form. So you don't get that today. You don't even get. There's no style today. It's all about straight lines and playing within your box, within your zone. I don't like that. I want to see man interchange. A lot of people blame Arteta for that, by the way, but that's not the case. And it's a lot of it is it's post. It's not even post. It's Pep Man City era. After the first team that done a madness, he changed his style a little bit, and the free flowing had disappeared. I'm not sure whether that was the times in general when every other club started to play this way to counteract his ticky tacky. I don't know. I'm not intelligent enough, or haven't even delved into it to look that deep. But I'm speculating here. That could be the case. That could be the case. But yeah, football has died, my bro. No, they would have been respected, but they are not stars in that era. They're not. But as what I'm saying, like, as we're here on this topic, let's talk about Jermaine Genius and Rice and Zubimendi, because Jermaine Genius says, "Oh yeah, I played against Gilberto. I played against Patrick Vieira. I would love to play against them idiots, as in Zubimendi and Rice." Listen, Zubimendi and Rice would run Jermaine ragged. Sorry, you see Zubi on the ball, technically wicked. He's a poor man's Thiago, and there's nothing wrong with that because Thiago was a bad man. Rice, listen, there's not. I even got the superlatives for Rice because that brother he's like the only way I could describe him is like he's a galloping horse on the pitch. He glides on that pitch, he gallops on that pitch. It's beautiful to see, especially once he starts implementing that Patrick Vieira thing where it's not the same as Patrick, it's not as good as Patrick or as frequent, but Patrick would slide on the floor, scoop the ball, clean tackle, Get up, drive with the ball on the pitch, set up the play, set pace on the attack. He would be the trigger. Give it to Perez or Bergkamp, feeds Henry, goal. Rice is getting there. And Jermaine Genius thinks he can play against. Sorry. This guy has the engine of Ray Parler. He has the tenacity of Vieira. But he's got the tenacity. Not all round tenacity. Yeah, he's got the tenacity. He's got the tenacity. He hasn't got the aggression, but he's got the tenacity. So we'll give it that. So no, Jermaine, you have no chance, my friend, against the Arsenal. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing the pod again, guys. I'm gonna start going live every day, 8 o'clock. Get it cracking again, get the community back. I've lost the community. Where's Charlie boy? Where's Jay Greens? You know what I mean? I had a good community going. Don't worry, we'll get it back. We'll get it back. But don't worry. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, and we'll talk more because tomorrow's Champions League. So we gotta get it in. We gotta get it in. First game at 5:45, isn't it? Liverpool Gala. Please, Gala. Gala, come on. I'm rooting for Gala. No lies. Let's go.